Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your Motivational Monday. 15 minutes of motivational information about your time management and productivity. My name is Tanya Dotson-Winkler, and I am the founder of 180 Degree Time Management. And it is my pleasure to come to you every Monday morning and talk a lot about what is going on with your time management when you are running a business or you are an entrepreneur. So what we're going to talk, and we're going to dive right in. You guys know me, right? I like to dive right into whatever we're talking about today. And you can see that today's topic is why your mindset is the way to win back time. And I'm not talking a little bit of time. I'm talking a lot of time, but let me not get ahead of myself. So why do I say that? Why is your mindset the way to win back time? Well, I speak to, as you guys know, I speak to a lot of people, whether they are clients, whether there are people that are asking to be clients, whether there are people that are asking me about, time management and productivity, because I've been doing this for a very long time. It's all I do. And this has been the focus of my business and my career for the past 14 years. I'll tell you a little bit about how that happened. About 14 years ago, I created a new company. I have had two companies in the past, and this is my third company. So I had finished working with my first company of 16 years, and I started a second company, and things were going really, really well, right? Like they went too well. They almost went too well to the point where I got overwhelmed and I got tired and I almost burnt out. And here's the thing. I was trying every system out there. And I'm not going to mention all the systems, but it's the same one you guys always call and ask me about. It's the same as, the listing systems, the, eat that frog system, the one thing system, the getting things done system. I tried every single system out there. And the problem, there's no problem with any of these systems. Let me be very, very clear about that. There's no problem with any of these systems that I just mentioned. The thing is, they do not give you your time back because there's something that's missing in every single one of them. So I tried them all. And it wasn't I would, gain a little bit of time back, but then I'd lose it again. I get a little bit of time back and then I'd lose it again. And I was like, what is it that's wrong? Why can't I make these systems work for me? What is it that seems to be missing? So I went into my own little coaching laboratory. I'd been an executive coach for 15, 20 years at that point. And I, went into the laboratory with myself, and I discovered what was missing for me. And what was missing was three major things. What was missing for me was a proven strategy that worked and a reliable structure to deliver that strategy in, and massive support and accountability. And see, the thing is, with most of the systems that I just mentioned and the ones that you all call me and ask me about, they either have one or another of those three things. Like, all of them that I mentioned and that you guys talked to me about have a proven strategy. Great. That's great, to have a proven strategy that works. But if you don't have a reliable structure that delivers that strategy every single time you need it, what's going to happen is you're going to slide right back into your old, comfortable, yet ineffective way of doing things, right? And that's what we call your chronic habits. And that's when your chronic habits take over because, this is not working. I'm just going to do what I normally do, which is wait till the last minute because at least I know that's familiar, right? At least I know what that looks like, right? Or I'm going to procrastinate because I don't know what else to do at this moment because, the proven strategy sounds good, but, I don't have a structure to deliver it in. And the other thing, the big thing that I'm missing right now is support and accountability. Because look, guys, all of your systems, just like any habit that you're trying to improve upon or break, all of your systems are going to be sabotaged by your old, chronic, ineffective habits if you don't have something or someone that is supporting you and holding you accountable for your results. And I just had this conversation this morning with one of my clients during her one-to-one coaching session. And one of the things that has been missing for her is she gets so many insights while we're working together, right? While we're on the call. Oh my God, this insight. Oh my God, that insight. But here's the thing. An insight does not translate to a breakthrough until you have taken the information that you got during the insight and apply it to your everyday life. Apply it to your workday. Apply it to when your habits have you by the throat. Apply it when you are procrastinating. Apply it when you are waiting until the last minute or cramming or whatever it is that whatever flavor of this that's been costing you all of your time, right? So, the insight, having a bunch of insights is, that's great, but it doesn't translate to results. What translates to results is breakthroughs, and breakthroughs only happen when you take the insight that you have gotten and you put it into action on the court. It's like somebody telling you, look, if you're going to be shooting baskets, you need to stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Okay, good information. I need to stand with my feet shoulder width apart. But that's not going to make any difference until you go on the court and stand with your feet shoulder width apart and start trying to shoot the ball. All of this information is not making any difference, which is why I've written here that your mindset is the way to win back your time, because what you've got to do is you have to change what it is that you are thinking, what it is, and how you apply what you are thinking to what you are doing. Okay, let me say that one more time. It's about how you apply what you are thinking to what you are doing. So here's the thing. You cannot think your way into saving time. You cannot think your way into time management. You cannot think your way into increasing your productivity while working fewer hours. You have got to take the coaching, and then you got to get out on the court, and you've got to do the action. So it's mindset first, and then it's action. But if you're trying to leapfrog across your mindset and just and you're not dealing with whatever your mindset is throwing back at you. I don't want to. This is not fair. This is too hard. How do I manage this? This is too complicated. If you're not dealing with that first, then whatever system you're trying to build on top of a mindset that is not dialed in, it's going to give you, if any results, they're going to be few and they're going to be temporary. Okay. So what you actually need is something that is going to, some process, some strategy that is going to take your mindset into account, and that's going to help you to be able to translate information to action, right? So there's you've got mindset, and then you've got your action. You've got your information, and then you have your action. So what you need, this is why I say all the other approaches don't work, because they are either selling you a proven strategy that may or may not work, depending on how your mind is doing that day, depending on whether you are stressed, depending on whether you are tired, depending on whether you are exhausted, depending on whether you've got something else on your mind. So a proven strategy is just not going to be enough, or a reliable system. I know I did the same thing. You build this amazing listing system, and then you wake up one morning and you are just not feeling it. Yeah, because your mind is someplace else. Your mind is not on this system. Your mind is on, a client complaint, or your mind is on deliverables, or your mind is on something else. It's not on managing this system that you have built, taken all this time to build, and see that whether or not your system is working. So that doesn't work either if it's just one or the other. Now, then there is the thing that I say is missing for all of these systems and structures and strategies, which is massive support and accountability. Look, we all know that most of us that are running businesses and that are entrepreneurs out here, we are kind of a one-man show, but we do have teams and things. The thing is, we're the ones that are always giving. We're the ones that are always supporting. We're the ones that are always holding other people accountable. Where is the support and accountability for us? Where is there some place where you can go and fill up at the well? Where is the accountability for you meeting your measures, right? For you meeting your outcomes, for you meeting your deliverables. There is none. It's not with business owners and entrepreneurs. The buck stops here, and there's nobody backing us up, right? So if you don't have an approach, let's put it that way, let's call it that. If you don't have a time management and a time management and productivity approach that is going to include massive support and accountability for you, the business owner, you're going to be juggling every day. If you have the experience of spinning plates, if you have the experience of going from the one thing to the other thing to the other thing, if you have the experience of being distracted and interrupted all day long, if you're having the experience of not being able to say no because the buck stops here, if you're having any of these experiences, then I'm here to tell you that your mindset is not being supported and your mindset is not being held accountable for the results that you said that you wanted to create. Now that may sound weird, like your mindset's not being accountable, not being held accountable, your mindset's not being supported, but think about it. Think about what it is that you need on a regular basis when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling exhausted, when you're feeling like, there's no help to be found. You need someone that's going to back you up and say, look here, look there, do this, do that, take a breath, take a beat. It's not, it doesn't have to be done right this red hot minute. You've got something else that you normally do in this situation. You've also, when you have massive support and accountability, you have someone that knows you, that can tell you, look, this is what you always do. This is how you always think. The sky is always falling, right? You're always stressed out when this happens. But then again, if you have massive support and accountability, and then the same system or structure or person can say, and what we said we were going to do about that is, bring the data, not the drama. Don't panic. Start over. Eat it one bite at a time. Break it down into smaller, jobs. Whatever. But that's the thing, guys. Your mindset is, if you're going to let me put it this way. If you're going to pour any income, any investment into a system or a structure, this should be the system and the structure that you start with, not the latest ebook, not the latest bestseller, because that is just going to put information into the structure. And then you're going to have to figure out how to make that information workable for you. But if you actually are in a situation, or you have invested in your mindset, then what you're going to be spending your time and your money doing is dialing your mindset in to manage your workday so that you can work less and get more done, so that you can produce even if you're tired, so that you can focus instead of being distracted and interrupted, and you can really start to get a hold of these chronic habits that are stealing your time and wiping you out. So my suggestion, my invitation to you is to find something that has both the proven strategy and the reliable structure to deliver it in, plus the massive support and accountability, and start working on your mindset. Start putting all of your time and your money on here, because at the end of the day, when you are staring down the barrel of stress, when you're staring down the barrel of deadlines, when you're staring down the barrel of client complaints, when you're staring down the barrel of distributors not acting right or not doing what they said they were going to do or being late, whatever it is in your business that you're staring down the barrel of on a Monday morning, and this is why I do this on Monday mornings, whatever you're staring down the barrel of, if you have a process that can deliver your proven strategy, that can, that can structure it so that it gets delivered every single time, and that you have massive support and accountability for you, about you, then you have actually already won the day. And that's what I wanted to leave you guys with. And you guys know that that is available here if you want to have a conversation about those three things. Boom. Then you could just click on that link and get a hold of me, and we'll have a conversation about a proven strategy, a reliable structure for you, and the massive support and accountability so that you can take your mindset and you can have your mindset be the thing that wins your day. And again, that's the link. This is why your mindset will win back your time. That was what I had for you today. Have a great Monday. Have an awesome week. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.